Well, howdy. I don't got much to say, but got my little Dollar General boonie. I'm sweating my ass off in this shed, and try to figure I might make a little video. I don't got much to say. I kind of quit my job 6 months ago. I'm just being a loser. Where'd my shit go here? See, cigarettes are not good for you, but they sure do look cool till you start smoking them. Okay, why did I start this shit? Good old drum. It ain't the best tasty shit, but it smell alright. So I like living outside and I sleep on the floor. Yes, I sleep on the floor. See, when you roll up a nice ciggy, you want to make sure you overdo it and fill it too full. Yes. It's a weird thing. You buy the pre-rolls, but you can just light up another one. But this, you can what they say, you can take your time and learn the art of rolling. It's a little craft. It doesn't make you feel very good though. Make you a nice crutch. You like to take like 3 or 4 of them so it's nice and thick. Otherwise it'll end up kind of flimsy. So I got my nice guitar here. It's a Mitchell. I call it Magic Mitchell. Kind of fun to play around with. Just kind of roll it down a couple times, many times as you can go. Keep it like that. Yeah, old sheetrocker told me about or breaking your back a lot and sleeping on the floor. And trying to lay on your back and keeping a straight posture. With your feet kind of like together, right, pointing like straight up. You know, you're on your back with your arms down by your side. It can be kind of painful if you've hurt your back, but I found it helped me out a lot. So do what you think works. I found beds kind of make my back hurt. I ain't ever been to a chiropractor, but who's got the money for that? And you just put too much tobacco in there. We probably could have put some more in. Maybe slide the crutch out. And just slide it back and kind of pack it in. And then it don't hurt to do this. Say you might smoke less, you can make them a little fatter. Say them pre-rolls, they got kind of skinny like a little toothpick, and they burn real quick. So do what you like and face the consequences later. So smoking ain't good for you. You just don't breathe it in. And try to keep it nice and parallel, the edges, because you don't want the paper to fold over and stuff. I don't really got the words for it, and you can what they say, smoke at your own risk. Say it looks cool, but it's really not, and you'll smell like some ass, but not the kind you want to. It can kind of make you aggravated and you'll see people smoking together, but when you go to smoke yourself, you'll realize you're just all alone. It don't hurt to take your time, and they won't always turn out perfect, but this one did not turn out the best. Oh well. Oh, and you find you a little something. 8 minutes. Cut. What they say, film till you run out of space. Post it and delete her. Cut. Oh. I don't really got no story, but here we are. So you just burn the end off a little bit, kind of get it dry, and nice and dry and started. Wowee. Don't start smoking. If you're already smoking, you quit. So you just don't start again. Makes your mouth nasty. Oh, and I like smoked Snoopy smoke. Alright, but it's got propylene glycol in there. It's not really that good for you. It's industrial grade, but they taste pretty good. And the thing I've learned is you're not really supposed to inhale it. It can propylene glycol can it can cause some problems if you get it, if you swallow it, or if you get it into your lungs. It should evaporate out, right? I'm living out here in the shed, like I said, at my mom's. I put my little screen up. It's pretty cool to look out of. So with my shaky hands. Oh. I went out a little bit. Hit burn. Sacrifice a little bit. I kind of quit smoking, but I picked up Snoopy smoke. But to say the curse of smoking, the scourge of many people. I quit using like stick deodorant, and I started using like Dr. Till's foot spray. Good old Dr. Till's. And I like to spray it in my armpit and stuff, and all over my body, especially with the mosquitoes. And I ain't served nothing, and if you ask me, I don't want to talk about it. Probably for some reason, you smoke a cigarette, it just makes you sing better. Say if you get guitars, right, and you love them, say carve your name into them, real deep. Makes it a little harder for people to steal them. And I like to write, and kind of hard to make money doing that, but it's the story of many artists. I kind of like make up songs. Been kind of playing since I was 17, right? Kind of on and off, and you just kind of pick up the craft and you just throw some words over it, and that kind of sounds dumb sometimes, but over time you kind of build up a skill set, right? But be careful who you play around, because they might try to take your music. Might sound weird spraying foot spray all over your body and in your armpit and on your crotch and stuff. So it might burn, right? But over time, it might stop. Kind of struggling to find a job right now, but I don't have a car. and I was kind of getting pretty bad with the drugs, and I decided to stop because I didn't like how it was making me act and who it was making me become. But I'll still smoke a cigarette and drink me a real strong coffee. Say, weed's a little more addictive than people let on. It kind of makes it hard to go to sleep if you stop, and then you have these crazy dreams sometimes. And it kind of keeps you trapped in, I need to smoke. I don't hate that I started doing drugs, but then I kind of hate it too. I wasted a lot of money. And at some point, I started nitrous oxide. So it always starts out as something you just kind of do sometimes and have fun, but then over time it can turn in to just all the time, right? But nitrous oxide kind of it oxidizes your body's natural B12, and then over time it can lead to you feeling pretty drained, maybe depressed, and you're like, I don't know what's wrong with me anymore. I'm not sure how much nitrous oxide I did, but I could probably do like 150 in a night. You go to like High Life and you buy like 200 of them, and it's pretty cheap at first, but then over time it kind of adds up over the course of a year. But I kind of liked it. It's a dissociative, and listen to audiobooks on it, maybe watch a TV show or two, and I'd like to pick up the guitar sometimes with it. It's kind of a weird drug. They give it to you at the dentist and stuff. You can make whipped cream with it. I hear it's pretty good. Try not to smoke too many of these. And I kind of rotate around with Snoopy smoke. I don't know how healthy that is, but time will tell. 20, 30, 40 years, you can kind of develop symptoms. So sometimes when you're doing a drug, like cocaine or whatever, I didn't really get into it too much, but you don't really notice too many like psychotic symptoms, but when you come off of the drug, say it can lead to you developing psychosis. Right, it's crazy shit. It's pretty scary, right? And it's hard to get out of it, right? And you're around like family and friends, and they're not really too understanding. But it happens to the best of them. What we got? 18, 19 minutes. Kind of long and drawn out, right? But that's how life is sometimes. Be kind of boring, but gotta kind of find things that make life worth living, right? Besides drugs. So, like I said, I picked up writing, right? Maybe just your thoughts, and say don't judge them before they have a chance to exist. If you do smoke, say don't if you haven't started, but if you do smoke, you can go to whole leaf tobacco supply, considering you got like some money, and you can buy like a quarter pound of leaves and figure out how you take care of them and get into the art of tobacco. Right, it's a lot cheaper to do that than try to grow them. Yep, there goes the door. Instead of smoking 20 cigarettes or 40 of them in a day, say you can get into rolling, maybe even cigars, right? And you get one of them cigar presses. Kind of makes you respect the cigarette, right? And you kind of figure out that different tobaccos have a different flavor profile. It's kind of different than just smoking a ciggy. Yeah, I kind of got worried about my health, so started supplementing nutrition because I ain't really ate nothing in for 25 years. I'm 25 years old, and I started making sure I take magnesium. It's like magnesium oxide mixed with something else. Got a big bag of supplements. Some Aquafina, so I like it. Some nuts, what they call a bag of kidney stones. Oh, bag of supplements, right? I'll take a coffee spoon. I like to mix it into an instant coffee and put some protein powder in there and take an omega 369. So thank you, Rexall. And I like to take one when I eat. I take a CoQ10, lutein, 20 milligrams. You can't really see it, but it's supposed to be good for your eyes and other things. And I take a saw palmetto. Take magnesium, and it's got magnesium oxide in there, right? And some zinc. Make sure you look into this stuff so you don't kill yourself or cause like kidney problems and stuff. I know so much more. And I take a B complex. You got to take a B complex because you need folate or folic acid to absorb the B12. So B complex don't hurt, but it's got a lot of vitamin C and vitamin D in it, and it could cause problems like kidney stones and stuff. So you can kill yourself with some of this stuff. I take a biotin every day. L-arginine. Arginine is a vasodilator, along with niacin. It's a vasodilator, but it can kind of make you feel hot. I got calcium, magnesium, and zinc, and I don't take this all the time because it's got calcium in it, and it could be good sometimes, but it could cause you to get kidney stones and maybe some other stuff. But it could be good for your teeth and stuff, especially if you do like heroin. Not be a bad idea to take some supplements sometimes. And ginkgo biloba. So you gotta be careful with all this stuff. It could cause problems. But it's kind of like a blood thinner, kinda, from what I understand. And I also take I put it in a different bottle. It's a probiotic, but whatever it is, it's friendly gut bacteria, right? Just don't take it too often. I don't take it too often. I might take it like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and I don't know, I just take it. So don't follow my advice. Look into it and do your own research and figure out what works for you. So magnesium's pretty good, but magnesium citrate can actually, it absorbs a lot better, right? But so I just like regular magnesium. and it's good to take it throughout the day, but I don't really like to take just the whole pill. I usually like to crush it up with a knife and dump it into my coffee. And some of the stuff's fat soluble, and some tough stuff is water soluble. And you dump it in your coffee and you add a little bit of fat in there, right? And in a little glass. I like the Cafe Bustelo mug, but this is the Dollar General Instant Coffee Cap, and screw it on. And this one's a lot more watertight than the one that comes on the Cafe Bustelo mug. But they say some death in your cup. You gotta be careful because it's instant espresso, so know your tolerance to caffeine. And say I might die one day. Question is how soon? Say, I don't know, I'm a little journeyman, doctor, nutritionalist. I'm a journeyman of life, because life is a journeyman. And so I like Cafe Bustelo. It's pretty strong, but I kind of need it, or so they say, right? I usually like to pour a little Aquafina in here, and right as I go, and I dump everything in there, even the gel caps, and just kind of break them open. And you know, some people want to use a spoon, but I prefer the knife. Just make sure you don't cut your finger off. So you can break all them pills up. You just gotta know how to lay the pill down, right? You add enough pressure and go, right? You just like slide it, and then you kind of go back and forth, and not with the blade, right? Not with the edge, but with the flat part of the blade, and you kind of shake it back. Well, not shake it. It's more like a sawing forward back motion, but you're kind of grinding it down. Tricks of the trade, right? I kind of look like an old person with all these fucking supplements, but it works out for me all right. And what they say, $30, $40, $50 a month, maybe a little bit more, right? Just look into it and think, do I drink or do a lot of drugs? Magnesium might help you a lot, right? It's good for your heart and good for your bones. And so if you ever feel that kind of like in your heart, you might need more oxygen to your heart, as far as I know. And it might be kind of cramping up, so you might need some more oxygen in there, and some more magnesium, and just more blood flow in general. But yeah, it's just kind of something I do. You like to do it in the morning, and you could take the magnesium throughout the day. And I noticed the magnesium kind of blands out the other taste of the other stuff. Kind of, it ain't too bad, say, and you can dump it in your mouth, right, so it absorbs real well. And drink lots of water with it. It don't hurt to put it in the coffee, so it kind of all dissolves. Alright, I might be getting a little long-winded here, but hope you stuck with me this long. So I've made it this far somehow. Luckily, I ain't dead. So I've done a lot of dumb things in my lifetime. I'm sure I'll do a lot more dumb things. Sometimes you just need more blood flow. And if you get like a shooting pain down your right arm, it could be a sign of a stroke. And if you get a shooting pain down your left arm, it could be a sign of a heart attack or something. Alright, but don't freak out, and realizing the best thing you could do is probably just calm down and lay down. And if it gets any worse, you could maybe seek medical help, medical advice and help. But sometimes you're better off just laying down and relaxing, realizing they're just going to tell you to lay there and relax and give you something to make you do it. And like I said, dump protein powder into my coffee, maybe some heavy cream if you're not afraid of fat. And right now I'm using Premier protein, but say it's alright. Say I've tried 6 Star. I mean they're okay. Say it actually tastes pretty good, but it got a little bit more sugar in it. Right, if you're not afraid of sugar. But I also like Muscle Milk. So they're alright. So do your research and think, what I want to feel like. So I'm kind of dumb. I always like to say I'm half retarded. But don't ever make the joke at someone else. And I got long hair. Life's a journey, man. So if you don't like me, say go somewhere else. So I ain't cool. So I just do what I like and maybe face the consequences. And I ain't too bad of a guy. Say you look at me and be like, well, you ain't been through shit. Say we all been through something. Say like one person's suffering could be less than yours, but that don't mean they're not suffering. So you'd be surprised. So, and I like the boonie. So some people might get on to me for it, but I ain't got too much trouble yet. So it's kind of not modern, it's more Vietnam era, right? And I got it at Dollar General, but it blocks the sun out just right. And you stretch it out with your knees a little bit, and so if someone asks me, I'll just tell them I ain't served nothing. I ain't served shit, and I don't want to talk about it. I ain't gonna sit there and make something up. So I doubt anybody sit here and watch this whole video, but they might. You'd be surprised. There might be 1 or 2 souls out there. Oh, that love you. I always like to thought, say there's almost 8 billion different people on the planet, but say almost, right? And you think you got to get everyone to love you, but in reality, you only need so many people to love you and support you, maybe just yourself. I always like to think 100,000 people times a dollar sign. And thinking, how improbable is it, right? So have you ever even tried, right? And realizing a lot of people haven't even had the chance to love you. I'm just thinking, who knows? So I'm shooting on my little phone here. It's the Android A15. So I hear all of them ain't that good, but this one's a little trooper. I've dropped it like 1,000 times. And whoever was soldering the components on and whatnot, so they did a real good job. They need a raise. Who knows which one it was. What they say is 34 minutes too long. It might be too long. I could probably cut it up, separate it out, but I probably won't. You could always pause the video, alright, and come back to it. And it might not help my viewer rating or whatever, but this is just how I decided to do the video. Knife hand, right? I might leave it at this, right? And I don't really got no outro or nothing, but that's about it. So I just wanted to do something with my time. Say we don't last forever. So I hope you guys are having a good day. So my day been alright. I need a job, no car. So I might post some more videos every day. Yeah, that's about it. So it might take a while to upload this, but for now, farewell. Safe journeys, bon voyage, however you fucking say it. And goodbye.